What's up there, Workforce? Chris here with Work To Game, and actually there's just been a ton of little news just trickling out over the last couple weeks, and none of them have quite been big enough for a post of their own. So it's time for a little segment we call Gaming Weekly. Now this week, once again, as usual, Gaming Weekly is brought to you by our friends over at Patreon. You patrons make everything over here possible. We really appreciate the support you guys give, and I wish I could do more than just dedicate videos to you. So thank you so much. Now, the first thing I'd like to talk about is Warframe. You guys recommended to Brian and I for a while now to play Warframe. It's been constantly showing up in you guys' comments and things like that, and we tried it for a little bit, and honestly our only regret is that we don't have more time to put into that game. It is incredibly fun, it is incredibly free, and I wish that I had room in my lineup, but you know, just by the time I break down everything that I want to play, the number of hours I want to play it, it just always seems to be right below that threshold of getting my time, and I'm afraid that if I were to jump into it, it's kind of like a chance to visit your favorite place in the world for just a couple hours. I don't want to play it just a little bit. So the reason it stays the status it is because I'm afraid that I'll play it and I'll only be frustrated that I don't have more time. So I want to give it a shot, just only when I have the amount of time that it deserves. And it had record-breaking streams over on Twitch this week, and everybody's like, well, how did it do that? How did it pass Fortnite? And what it did is they actually said if you link your account, you actually now get access to this new loot, and if you watch at least 30 minutes of TanoCon, so instead of getting 17,000 views, they had 440,000 views. And so it was very, very clever, and this is all centered on the fact that they are revealing that it is coming to Nintendo Switch. So if you guys are just looking for one more reason to own a Switch, the fact that it's coming over, but then the big question is, does Warframe support cross-platform support, right? When you talk about an MMO going to a new platform, am I going to be able to just log on, play my character there when I'm, you know, away from the house or want to sit on the couch or something like that? And then the rest of the time, when I'm at my traditional gaming setup of choice, will I be able to pick it up there? And the answer is unfortunately no. The answer is unfortunately, they do have a desire to support crossplay, but it's just not something that they can bring to a reality at this point. So it will not offer cross-platform, and that is my big leading story of the day. Now we're going to jump on from there, and I just thought this was really funny. Todd Howard was asked, why do you guys just keep releasing Skyrim ports? Why are you just putting new skins on the same game, and every year you're just releasing the same content over and over? And he said, because millions of people are playing them. And if you want us to stop making them, then stop buying them, because we're going to keep making what people are buying. So I 100% think that that was a good answer. I think it was clever. I think it was to the point. And I think that they have been rocking and rolling the last couple of years, and my only regret is that we didn't get a chance to get back into Somerset Isle because, once again, our time just didn't allow for it. But I had the chance to go over and watch some of my other favorite creators who have gotten to get into the game, and it looks beautiful. So it's another one of those MMOs that if I had time for a third, it'd be competing for that third spot. Now, if we move to our next story here, this is all kind of Nintendo Switch themed because there's been a lot of criticism about, oh, the Switch is doing badly, but all I'm seeing is good things. All I'm seeing is more release dates, more titles, and it's looking like they're going to have a heck of a 2018. And they're saying now that it can run GameCube games, and there's going to be an emulator with Linux, and so I don't know how Nintendo feels about this, but it would be really awesome if they allowed this game to just go back and port in previous games. The idea that this console was designed with the ability to be a virtual console is definitely proven by the number of people that are going in there and modifying these things. I assume that a lot of the things people are doing are with the kind of ability to modify the software, that there's that hardware glitch. So I assume that this isn't something Nintendo is openly saying, yeah, put Linux on there, totally emulate our games, download them for free, why not? But it is something that I thought was interesting just from a functionality standpoint. Can the device support it? And the answer is yes. We thought it could. People speculate, could it run 14 if they wanted it to? Yeah, it could. It could. Totally could. So on that note, we're going to go ahead and say what are 5 games that could launch with the Nintendo Switch online. According to IGN, we're going to see Nintendo Warframe coming to Nintendo Switch with online support. Super Mario Maker could be coming on with online support. Star Fox Grand Prix, Animal Crossing, and FIFA 19. Now, Animal Crossing and Super Mario Maker are two of the titles that we're really missing when we look back at E3. And so the idea that those could be coming over and that they could be coming in a big way with online support is definitely a strong sign for 2019, in my opinion. I would love to see a Luigi's Mansion. I would love to see a dedicated Yoshi game. There's a handful of things that I'm sure you guys can name 2 or 3 more that I'm missing that are still missing in action, but not because the lineup's not strong at this point. So we'll just have to see exactly what they have in store. Obviously, you know, with Smash releasing December 7th, I could keep naming them and naming them. I would love to see Kingdom Hearts come over to the Switch. A lot of things like that. That's where I would want to play Kingdom Hearts, but I think I'll be playing it somewhere else. And then moving on, Red Dead Redemption 2 release date, news, and rumors. Now, Red Dead Redemption, if you have not played it, is an incredible game. It's a Western. It's supposed to be coming to PS4, Xbox One, PC. I would love to see it come to Nintendo Switch. And it's supposed to be released October 2018. But I don't remember them confirming that date. So I haven't gone and tried to pre-order it. But in theory, it's releasing October 26th. And this isn't a game I followed, so this kind of came out of left field for me. So I don't know if you guys have been following it, if you guys have been paying attention to this, and you're like, oh, how did you not know that? But the idea that this is coming in right before all the winter releases, I think this is just another really clever game that is just one more reason that you should all make sure that you have at least $60 sitting around in your bank account ready to go this fall, because the question is going to be, what are you going to spend it on? There are so many things coming out. There are, whatever your dream game is, it's probably coming out, or something like it is probably coming out. So it really wasn't any huge news this week. This is kind of a lull. We went through E3 and then we're gearing up for all the things that they promised us at E3. So going into August, September, we can expect to start seeing little titles, little trailers, little tidbits as we move into that holiday season. And it's kind of a lull for us here at Work To Game because, you know, I've almost finished. I've got one thing left to do, prepping for Battle for Azeroth, and I'm really pretty caught up as of 4.35, and I'm ready for 4.36 to drop, but it hasn't. Our live letter for 4.4 hasn't dropped yet, and so we're kind of just in a lull this week, and I just thought it was interesting, all the little news that says, you know, the industry is still moving. There's still things cooking. Expect big news just beyond the horizon. So take this chance to rest, catch up on games in your library, knock out anything that, you know, you haven't been getting to because of the amount of games you've been playing, and prepare for what could be an incredible fall and an amazing winter. So that is kind of my thoughts on that. Oh, and we'll let you know the guides that we appreciated most. This has been Chris with Work To Game. Thank you guys so much. Once again, thanks to our Patreons. If you want to click on the link, consider becoming one. It is absolutely incredible the support you guys have been giving, and the fact that we've been picking up new ones, it just blows me away. Each and every day that I log on and there's a new one of you guys, it just really means a lot. Thank you so much. I hope everybody has a fantastic week, and I will talk to you next time. Do you guys remember Clyde the Couch Bear from the early videos when I was shooting in my living room and the couch was right behind me? Just wanted to do a quick update on his life. He has been way promoted. He's now guest bedroom bear. Doesn't flow as well, but definitely feels like he's got his own sweet gigs now that we have 2 beds in our house.